Okay, 19. Letting go of draining friendships. I used to have a lot of friends before when I was young, and all of us has. And I know that as we go older, we choose to have few, and we select the few people that is really relevant to us, who understand us, and in both ways. And I knew that I could only rely those on those people, and whenever I'm needed, whenever they needed me as well. Friends should always not be there physically, but always be there whenever you need them, and you're always there also for them whenever they need you. So those friends that are not relevant to me, I will ditch them, avoid them, or just let it go. Number 20, I accept my family's flaws with honesty and compassion. We all have different types of families, different dynamics, and different relationship with each other. From our family, we have a good family at least, and I know that I accept whatever flaws, whatever is the dynamics we had and flaws that we have together. Even we face some difficulties, some hardships, we know that we have each other. Number 21, I rest weekends without guilt. Now that I've turned my 40s, I know my priorities, and I have this gut that I could take a rest. Like right now, I am not with my family, but I know that this will help me as well to grow up, to have my me time, to at least realize things, and to get much more air in all perspective. And I know that I needed this. This is also a good way for me to at least be productive, and this will benefit for my family as well. Number 22, I break traditions that don't align with who I am. In our culture, there is a tradition that if you get well off from your life, you have to help your family back in your country, which is I already did, and I think all of my kababayans and all of the Filipinos out there did. Right now in my 40s, I already did. I've done that, and I know that I've given my effort. I've given my chance to them to prosper as well on their own, and that will be a great legacy from my end. And that's it. I break their tradition. I know that they can do on their own now, and I'm happy that they're doing well. Number 23. I upgrade my home because comfort is a necessity, not a luxury. I remember when I was young, we used to share a room together, and that is also good because we bond to each other. But when you grow up, like in your teens, you want to have your own room, you want to have your own space, and you want to be creative in a way. But since the situation doesn't allow us, so right now, when in my 40s, I had the chance to do it. I had the chance to embrace whatever I have worked for, and I know that I deserve that kind of peace and also space that I have right now. 24, I let myself cry openly. Again, it is when we are young, or when I was young. You have to be more strong. You have to show at least less crying time, less weakness, and at least that will help you to grow more. And of course, if you keep it for yourself and you didn't express it, it will burst you. And now that I am in my 40s, I cry only occasionally. Like, what is occasionally? No, I cry only when there is a drama on online, and I cry only if there's something like words that hits me, and that's it. I didn't cry in a way of like crying like a river. But yeah, I'm not afraid to show that I'm crying, even if I'm watching something that is hitting me. I'm open to cry now. I don't hide it. I'm fine. Number 25, I travel without any permission. Why not? I'm already like spending my own hard work money. So I feel like I have the freedom to do whatever I want, and to go wherever I want to go. and the freedom that going to somewhere else place that doesn't have to get an opinion from someone else. But right now I had this peace that if I want to go somewhere else, it doesn't mean that I need to give or have a permission to anyone else. I'm free with that, and I know that I can, and I know I deserve it. Number 26, I buy brands I once only admire from afar. This is quite, quite awakening also. I knew before when I was young that, of course, you don't know those kind of brands until I reached, or I mean, I came here in Dubai. I saw a lot of brands. I saw different things in life. I saw a lot of everything that is luxurious. But of course, you know your worth, you know your value, you know what is enough for you. I did not buy like really expensive ones. I buy that whatever I deserve to get. Especially, I work hard for it, and I don't feel guilt buying it because I feel like this is an healing also to me in a way. That's why I also understand some people who buy their like those kind of brands that they long for when they are young. But of course, there's also a limitation for that. But for me, my side, my own opinion, and my own experience, I am not afraid to buy whatever I want, and I have the freedom. The freedom. I am more confident about that. Number 27, I forgive myself for being exhausted. I have the feeling also I'm a human being. I'm a woman that I feel exhausted sometimes. And if I did, I will take rest. I will go outside like right now. But I'm not saying that I'm exhausted, but I mean, this is also a good help for me. This is a good way of for me to relax a little bit, at least to have my own time to preserve my energy on my family or with my family. Number 27, I forgive myself for being exhausted in my 20s and my 30s, and I was surviving. I remember when I was in my 20s and 30s, or maybe young, because I started to work way younger. And I knew that time that it is something like obligatory, that I need to step up. I need to do something that at least to help me also to get what I want, because I couldn't ask like money. I couldn't ask something about on my in my parents because they don't have enough too. And so when I step up in my 20s and 30s, I knew that the time that I am exhausted, I keep moving, I keep grinding, I keep striving, I keep thriving, everything I keep doing as long as I will reach my goal. But right now, in my 40s, whenever I feel exhausted, I take a rest. And I know that my younger self on my 20s and 30s, I forgive you because you know why you are doing this. You know why, where are you coming from, and you know why you have to do that. And now that you turn your 40s, thank you that you did it because it makes you a better person. This is funny. Number 28, I invest with the good sheets and pillows. It's not funny actually, it's kind of nostalgic because when we are younger, our mother has this kind of sets of pillows, which is when you open inside, that was our like uh, younger or siblings' clothes inside. And I remember also I saw some small knits of pair of a shoe. I mean not shoe, socks, and some cloths that has been used when we are babies, and they filled it in inside that pillow and a pillowcase and pillow sheets. Of course it's hard because it's a different, it's not cotton, it's a different texture inside, I mean different like feeling inside. But what to do, you don't have anything. Some, I remember also we had one like it's really hard, like a blocks of a stone type of a pillow, and that is something like you don't have any choice. Whatever is there, and whatever it is. So from now on, I got, not I'm saying that I buy everything, but I am more comfortable to choose which pillow, what kind of pillow, and anytime. Because, you know, feeling the feeling of comfort, the feeling of like peace whenever you're sleeping, taking a rest, is the most comfortable way, or the best gift or reward to yourself. So right now I choose my own sheets and pillowcases. I choose peace over toxic love. We had this different kind of toxic love relationship, family, friends, those kind of love, because we knew that everything starts with love, and you will not stay together with a person or any like classmates, also college friends, without love. Means you love them, you care for them, but when you feel they are not worthy of you, and you feel that the relationship is toxic, I leave. When I was younger, I used to stay. I didn't know yet that the toxic is like that kind of mask. I didn't know that I need to face that kind of situation. So right now I choose the peace. If I know that there is something that is not worth to talk about, worth to fight for, worth to discuss or argue, I choose to leave it, zip my mouth, don't talk anymore, and you know that's peace for me, because the more that you say something and reason out for a lot of things to defend yourself, and you know that your energy doesn't worth on it, then it's better to leave. So I choose peace. Number 30, I choose hobbies even though does not generate income. Why is that, or what is that? I think this kind of running, this is kind of hobby for me, because you have to spend also, because you have to register, you have to, things like that. I think you know what I mean. Hobbies like, I'm not like a hobby or hobbies or vices, but the running or marathon and gym workout, that's my hobbies right now. I don't have any hobbies which is right now also is also vlogging. Even though this vlogging YouTube doesn't generate with me or to me a income, I'm fine with that. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn a lot of things in here. And first and foremost, I want to learn here is to to be more confident, because I'm always conscious with a lot of people passing, a lot of people looking at me, and awkward also with what I am doing right now. I feel like there are people looking at me, those kind of things. But this kind of hobby, this kind of things that makes me happy is also overwhelming, and I feel happy. Number 31, I understand my parents' wounds, but I refuse to repeat them. When I was young, I remember there's a lot of things that is within your circle of family that is really annoying, really exhausting, and really you feel that doesn't align with your thoughts, with what is your opinion about. But growing up, now I understand them more, and now I am open with what they are facing right now, and I understand things like that. And I know that this kind of things that is happening within your circle or your family, and I know being in that kind of situation or in that specific situation will give a lot of wisdom to you, will give a learning to you, and will show you a lot of compassion, because it is like for me a generational trauma. When they I know that like when they are younger, in their own family, they faced a lot of struggles as well that they couldn't heal, they couldn't process. And again, there's another like things that is happening to them that they couldn't process until they reach us. They have their own family, and they passed it to us. They didn't process on their own family in their own time, in their own era, and now they're passing it to us. I'm just talking it in general. I know that there's a lot of situation happening in our own lives in that way, but I know that right now I understand them. I know that they're also starting parents. They don't know how to build a family yet, and no one's perfect in a family to be a parent. And now I understand it more, because I'm not a perfect mother also, or a wife, and like our family is not perfect, but we are trying to fill it with love. We filled it with a lot of compassion and happiness. That's the best thing in the world, happiness and joy. Number 32, I buy my own cake and celebrate myself even when no one else does. When I was in my early age, 20s and 30s, I used to celebrate birthdays like not a grand, not very glamorous. I'm just going to the church and just pray that, another life that has been given to me, and a fulfilled years has been gone. Growing up, I never had any experience of our family, buying a cake for one of us or each of us. It is like a thinking of it will just pass by, it will just go, it will it will just, the day will finish. But you know, growing up, I remember also that it does not have to be like mandatory for us to buy a cake. Most likely, maybe preparing for a good food or a celebration only, but not really to have a cake for each, like the siblings. Especially in my own also, I never had that much of celebration having cakes, or buying cakes for me. But right now in my 40s, even earlier a little bit, that I think I can afford it. I'm not saying that I cannot afford even before, but I know that I can afford. But now that I can buy my own cakes, I can celebrate my own birthday with my family, especially with my family. Even before, but not really as traditional way of celebrating it with cakes. But right now, at this era that I am in, I can buy my own cakes, and I deserve to have it. Number 33, I stopped regretting late starts because everything happened when I was finally ready. I have a fear of starting or beginning things that from the scratch that I don't have any idea. I don't know how to start with, and when and how when and where to start. This is what I could say to myself, especially business, and especially career, especially new life, especially also like for my own self. For the career, I know that I've been here since long, but I have this kind of passion that I want to go outside of my comfort zone. And I believe that everything happens for a reason. Even when you age, even you turn into a different pace of your life, even you turn to what age you are in right now. If you are ready, if you know that you can start now, don't I don't have anything to regret about it because it's already past. I know that I can do it on the next page of my life. For example, this YouTube channel that I'm doing right now, I know that everybody will think that why I'm doing this, I'm already at my age. I don't have anything to offer because my years and my era has been passed. But I believe that everybody has a story to tell and story to share and a wisdom to spread to all of those communities that is out there listening, waiting for someone to give them any encouragement, motivation, inspiration. That like me right now doing this YouTube channel, it's not late for me. I know that I am ready now. I've been here since like years ago. I started with a different channel with a different niche, and I feel that this is the right time for me to start. 34. I get health checkups early because I deserve long-term care and not emergency only survival. Good thing that in my company we have this kind of insurance, and we have this privilege to have checkups and to check our vitals in case that we needed to, or me also, if in case that I needed to, I'm doing it. And especially I'm also incorporating it with my activity like running, and my physical activities like working out in the gym. And yeah, health is wealth. Like I don't want to make me feel that I'm hurting it before I will start to have a medical thing checkup. I'm doing it like before it happens. I'm already like avoiding it, taking care of myself, and trying to be in healthy living now in my 40s. Number 35, I stopped shrinking myself to make others comfortable. My light is not a threat. In my previous years, my age, my weakness is to say no to a friend, a colleague, to anybody that asking a favor, asking for something, getting something, looking for something, anything. It is for me like when you are saying no, I feel like you are you are disapproving them. You feel like you're betraying them. I feel like I am not enough, good enough to make them feel good. Sometimes, most of the time, I'm trying to shrink myself. I'm trying to keep up with my own things, even though I'm just giving away the happiness that I should have. For example, time. If in case that I have things to do in my own, but somebody asked me to go somewhere when I was in my younger days, I prefer to go with them instead of doing it on my own, which is I already planned. Because why? I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want them to might be think differently to me. So I have to do it. Like I need to give them a favor, but in return for me, I have something in me that I should have done it. I should have done it before it happens, and the regret is in the end. But right now, I am, if there is any favor that does not fit or that does not align with my principles, my time, whatever it is, I will say no. Number 36. I buy myself flower or treats because love doesn't need to come from another person. This is a good thing because when I was in my early ages, even when I got married with my husband, we don't usually or traditionally or him giving me a flowers. It doesn't mean that he is not sweet, because for me those kind of thing is like, yes, it's a symbolism of a sweetness, of some ladies that feel something special. But for me it is more practical for you to give me something that is much more valuable, practical, or things that will last longer in any ways, but not in materialistic way. And yeah, I don't wait someone else to give it to me. I can buy on my own. 37. I design a home that feels safe because I grew up in a spaces where safety wasn't predictable. It doesn't mean that mm, the house that we had before wasn't safe, but you don't have the peace. That is two different things. Peace in a way of, because that is not yours, because you are just renting it, because you keep on renting it, and in the end it won't be yours also. So I feel like there is no safe of peace in that way, but in a way of safetyness, like for example criminals or crime or everything that is dangerous. It's like, I don't think it was the problem before. And right now I am the one who's responsible for what, like house or room or spaces that we will rent, we will get. I know that the space that I got right now is much more safer, much more peace in a way, and much more calmer. And I feel much more confident in this way, much more peace in this area, because we used to live in a place that the noise is there, the crowd is there. And I feel better now that in my 40s I could afford, I could be responsible and take accountability in whatever choices of spaces that I will get. Number 38. I keep my dreams private from people who won't understand. Not everyone deserves access to my growth. Right now at my 40s, there's four things that I'm not sharing. I think it is your goals, your plans, of course your password, what is your salary, and the personal things. I'm not sharing it to any of my colleagues. I keep it private. But I know that right now I'm sharing it with you. One of them is my dreams and goals or plans. Why? Because not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody is excited for what you are feeling right now. Not everybody is like anticipating that you will grow, you will prosper, and that kind of matter. So better to keep it for yourself. You know, we don't know what is their thinking, what will be in their mindset. Just in case they will know that you are planning to do this, to go there, and to share this or to have this, right? Because everybody has different perspective, different approach in those kind of things that you are planning. So better keep it for yourself. Number 39. I allow myself to grow out of old version of me because transformation is proof of life. I know, I accept, I admit I am a late bloomer. When I was younger, I am not a like a prettiest person or lady or woman or girl in our group. I know that I get to know myself when I think I work and somebody, started to appreciate me. And I came to realize that because, I look myself in the mirror, what he sees in me and what he saw in me from that moment. And yeah, just trying to transform myself gradually when I feel like more confident, because I know that being beautiful, being pretty is always comes out from you. It comes out naturally. It doesn't mean that you have to boast, to brag yourself. It will just show naturally, especially when you are confident enough, especially when you feel that you're enough. So for me, I started to embrace my own beauty, my version of me beauty, when I realized that everybody has their own beauty. Everybody has their own of, you know, what is beauty to them. If one person does not accept you, maybe someone yes, someone will. But for me, I came to realize that I have my own version of me, the version that is within in me, that will just reflect whenever I'm talking. I'm delivering my words to people, like being kind, jolly, and humorous person. So I think this, like, kind of traits or character or attitude that I could like share or spread to any of my friends. They see in me a different persona in me. So that's it. Number 40. I become the adult of my younger self needed. Gentle, stable, protective, and finally, proud. I just wanted to say to my old version of me that I'm so proud of you. You did it. You made it. You have come this far. You'll never knew it will happen to you. You'll never knew that it came like this way, that after all those trials and errors and struggles and pain and everything that you have done, you have given, you have, embraced and accept, this is the outcome. You are you. That's why I'm telling to myself that yes, I made it. I made it. Yes. Even though there's a lot of hindrance, there's a lot of trials, everybody's going through that. Right now, I could say that yes, I made it. And the old version of me is a good inspiration of what was I have been through, what I face and how I overcome it. And yeah, this is me now, the Miss Karen version 4.0, because 40. Turning 41 didn't magically fix everything, but it gave me clarity. Clarity to see where my wounds came from. Clarity to stop blaming myself for survival, to heal the parts of me that were ignored, silenced, or told to just be grateful. This chapter isn't about revenge, regret, or proving anyone wrong. It's about choosing softness after years of being strong. It's about using adult money, adult voice, and adult boundaries to give our younger self the life, safety, and joy they deserve but never received. Healing doesn't mean erasing the past. It means no longer letting it control how we love, spend, rest, speak, and choose ourselves. And if you're in your 40s watching this, know this. You're not late, you're not broken. Clarity to stop blaming myself for survival habits that once kept me safe. And finally, the freedom to heal the parts of
you're just finally awake and brave enough to heal. Thank you for watching this video. See you on my next videos.